Alright, so we are back, just like the Betway Premiership. You're still watching Mzanzi Fundis, and I have a full panel. Yaba Fundis, the gents, Babatsevang, Tiskin, 99. I mean, we touched on the Betway Premiership and the fixtures for Saturday, but on Sunday there's a fixture at Richards Bay as well as TS Galaxy. What do you make of that?
This fixture. You look at Richards Bay. Richards Bay got out for a sponsorship cessation.
Yeah.
Right? We can give them that and say, Betway, it's something nyana.
Mara coach.
They've sold a good player in Barnes. They haven't replaced him, in my opinion. They still have number 245.
245, yeah.
Quite a good player.
Yeah.
Moving away from the TS Galaxy is solid. I think TS Galaxy will walk away with this one.
All right, we're not going to touch on the fact that Bakubile coach, but it's fine. The rest of the teams that are not playing this weekend rather, it's teams that are going to be busy. More Champions League, big boys that are going to be playing Champions League as well as the CAF Confederation Cup. Let's touch on Mangova's team that's been struggling a bit, the start that they've had. But if you look at the history of Sundowns, one could argue and say they haven't really been a team that starts well. Bar this Rulani tenure.
Yeah, Marat, what we've seen so far at Sundowns is they didn't score. Got MTNA.
Yeah.
They didn't score one goal at all. So you sort of think I think them needing to play aside from, is it Eswatini?
Eswatini,
as well. I mean, getting a side like that is a chance for them, or about the goals to buy at least. And after that, you sort of think that maybe the confidence should be back. Sundowns, they'll get past this. Group stages, one.
Two home games.
Yeah, let's be honest. It's 2 home games, no?
Literally.
Yeah, so Sundowns group stage, what's up? I think they're there.
Shakes.
Yeah.
There are no easy games in Africa.
Come on,
let me tell you. No, let me tell you.
Eswatini.
Shakes.
Man.
There's no easy games in Africa. They are champions of Eswatini.
Okay.
They're not just the champions for nothing.
Oh,
so if Sundowns goes there without respect, they'll get a shock of their lives.
But get 2 home games.
Let me tell you.
2 home games.
Bona, if they go and not prepared, that Swallows team, they know everything about Sundowns. Everything. They watch Sundowns every day. Sundowns, they're a role model. For them, if they can beat Sundowns, they would have achieved competition in Kafela, it's okay.
Are you suggesting what the Sundowns are close?
I'm not saying they're going to go out. I'm saying they must be careful. And there are no easy games in Africa.
Okay.
That's
all right. Mshega, let's bring it back to Orlando Pirates now, because they're playing an old, you could call it a friend or a foe, whichever one you choose. They're playing, they're playing Galaxy, Joaneng, that is. The coach has been vocal about, and Joaneng's coach has been vocal about knowing Orlando Pirates because his dad is Orlando Pirates supporter. Do you give them something this time around? Have they learned from their mistakes?
Orlando Pirates,
yeah.
They're much stronger than what Joaneng Galaxy is, for sure. Mara. Level up Orlando Pirates, the way they travel, I don't know if they play so well on their travels. I think the deciding factor about that game is what happens.
What happens to Botswana?
Exactly.
SC, sure. Do you agree? I mean, you see the squad has been beefed up. You have players that are really quality that are coming in. They've signed players that are on loan. They've made them permanent. There's something that's happening at Orlando Pirates, and I think maybe they're really serious about the Champions League this time around. That's my general feeling. What do you feel of that?
Yeah, I'm of the same opinion. Though, as well as listening to Shakes how Pirates had away, it seems like it's going to be a challenge for Pirates to get games away. We've only seen a couple of them, probably 2 games, they were letting away, and they also couldn't score,
Exactly.
And that tells you that it's going to be probably a bit of a nutcracker for them, or by away, by win. But don't get it mistaken. Pirates is solid. Pirates has a good squad, and they've got quite a good number of players that can come in and replace the players probably that would be injured coming back from the national team. You never know,
In the absence of Mamposa, I have to bring in Lufuno. Your team, which will be Sekhukhune, they're playing in African competition. It's nothing new to them. Do you give it to them this time around, considering they're traveling all the way to, via?
Yeah, I think Sekhukhune as well. It's going to be a challenge. But I think the experience for last season has really taught them, something regarding African challenges and all that. And I expect them to do a little bit better. They're coming in now as well. So look, I will give it to Sekhukhune over two games. With Lekoko being there, he was there. He was a driver for the team in Africa and here as well.
Are you saying it was a blessing in disguise for them to lose a coach as early as they did before the season even kicked off?
The most important thing is that they've replaced the coach with people that are very familiar with the environment of Sekhukhune. So basically, it's just continuity because, I mean, Caetano...
I actually wanted to get into that part.
You look at Caetano, you look at Captain Siema. These are the guys that were there. Siema, he was driving that team, to greatness up until he left and things just went sideways. But I've got full trust on the team and they will win the game.
Essie?
Because if
you've been very vocal against Caetano.
Yeah, look, Caetano for me, he doesn't bring the quality that we need. And you look at Sekhukhune under Lekoko, it was great to watch it, And I worry, is he bringing?
But Caetano is not the head coach.
No, yeah, I get it. They have that special arrangement.
Head coach.
Yes.
And on top of that again, you look at that again and you say, there's players that have left Sekhukhune and they've brought in players. That shape now he needs to restructure the team and create a new team around those players.
But see, just to chip in there, the main player that we will all probably look at is Mukocho. Who did they replace Mukocho with?
No, but Mokwana as well is a big loss.
Well, there's a big loss here.
Elias Mokwana is a big loss.
Well, I know it's a big loss, but Sekhukhune, one thing that you will credit them is that they're a team that really plays as a team. They, as much as we can mention individuals, they're a very strong team when they play. They play as a team. Yes, you have brilliant players that were there, like Mukwana, like Mukocho, but they got a player. But they got a player from Pirates.
Munari.
Eh?
Munari
to play his experience to play in that position. Yeah. So they for me, I feel that they will continue. For me, I still feel that the captain is it's a fresh player because he really didn't play much last season. So he'll still add value into the field.
And unfortunately, that's all we have for you for this week. But do make sure to join us again next week, where we'll be bringing more from the Fundis. Remember to treat the people that you love right. I love you all. I never rock.